the story of how Forever got started. And when they asked me to do this, I thought, I can do that. It's a beautiful story, and I know it by heart. But I want to introduce you to someone who can tell it a little better, actually a lot better than me. I'm going to introduce you to Mr. Rex Mon.
I'm so excited to see what you all have achieved in the last few years. Your growth has been incredible, and I'm grateful for all of your hard work and sacrifice. A lot of that growth has been brought about by new people coming into the business to take advantage of our generous marketing plan and effective product line. So I thought I would take just a moment of your time to share with you a little bit about where Forever came from and where Forever is going. I've heard people describe this as our culture, but I think it's simply who we are. Several decades ago, I was an executive for a real estate development company called Del Webb. And at that time, there was a lot of excitement about a new business concept. And like many of my colleagues and friends, I went along to a business opportunity meeting and listened to a presentation about multi-level marketing. I immediately fell in love with the concept that people would be motivated to help each other and be able to make a living doing so. It's a beautiful thing when you think about it. Although I was enjoying my career, I didn't think that I was contributing as much as I wanted, or as much as I could, to improve the well-being of the people around me. Inspired by the concept of people helping one another, I set out to write a marketing plan that is almost identical to the one that we use today. As I developed it, I had two goals. One was to pay the highest bonuses possible and still be able to run a company effectively. Two, to build a plan that would motivate and encourage people to keep working. I wanted a plan to reward those that remain active and engaged. I love the concept of a royalty income. However, I believe that it's good for our souls to work hard. People who work hard are happier. Of course, if you work hard, you should play hard. And that was one of my motivational factors in starting Forever Resorts. It was to give people the opportunity to spend time with their loved ones and experience the wonder of nature. Next time we're together, maybe I can tell you more about my passion for our resorts, our rare animals, and spectacular natural resources. So, with the marketing plan prepared, I needed to find a product. And we searched around and looked at different opportunities. I was passionate about finding something that was effective, consumable, and that we knew would not be a fad. During my search, I met a group of doctors who had developed a method of stabilizing aloe vera. They convinced me of its efficacy, and we began testing the product, and were amazed by the results. We were in business. We had a fair and balanced marketing plan, a consumable, effective product, and the third ingredient, an absolute conviction that we could make a difference in the lives of the people around us. And while it might have been a bit presumptuous, we honestly believed that we could make a difference in the world. We put in generous return policies, customer service incentives, and began to build this business based on the principle of being nice to one another and helping others. The success was incredible, and we grew rapidly until Christmas of 1982. I was sitting at home with the family, and the phone rang. They informed me that there had been a freeze at our aloe plantations in Texas, and that all of our aloe was destroyed. I immediately went to the airport and flew to South Texas to see what we could do. I hoped and prayed that when I arrived, what I saw would be better than the news I'd received. But that wasn't to be the case. We had no aloe. And the business immediately began to suffer. There were some FBOs that left, but more importantly, there were those that stayed. It was a tough time for us. We put everything on the line to stay in business, and there were many sleepless nights. But we were convinced that what we were doing was right. We decided that this would never happen to us again. We flew out to the Dominican Republic and purchased as much land as we could and began planting aloe in one of the safest weather zones in the world. In addition to the acres of plantations in the Dominican Republic, we now have plantations in Mexico and South Texas. It was a tough lesson to learn. But during the tough times, we became stronger and we grew the most. We grow roots that strengthen us and help us to overcome the challenges and obstacles that life throws at us. I have learned that solid principles and core beliefs do not have a sell-by date. It is never old-fashioned or out of style to be nice to each other, to honor your commitments, and to treat people how you would wish to be treated. I recognize that many of you might not have heard about our beginnings, as you are new in the company. I am thrilled that you're part of our forever family, but I ask you to be mindful of the foundation upon which this company has been built. Forever was built on the principles of paying the highest bonuses possible, providing the most effective and highest quality of product, and empowering people to serve one another. There are no shortcuts to success in our business. Of course, the speed at which we reach certain levels may vary, but the fundamental principles remain unchanged and will remain unchanged as we continue our journey over the next 4 decades and longer. There will be times when a pathway will open up to you that will tempt you to take a shortcut, to buy a little more product than you may need, to make a purchase in someone else's name, or other ways in which we are tempted to give up what we want most for what we want now. Never forget that you're a part of something special, a business that has been built upon taking the road less traveled. It may not be as fast and as shiny as you might want it to be, but take it from me, the road less traveled is more rich, more wonderful, more fulfilling, and more lasting than you can ever imagine. We love you, we appreciate you, we are proud of you. My name is Rex Mon, and I am forever.
Value does not have a sell-by date. I had the opportunity, I was brand new to the company at that time, and I was actually standing right next to Rex during that video, and they'd asked me to do his makeup, and I was overwhelmed to be in that intimate of a setting. And I can tell you, people that have been with Rex for over 45 years, there were tears in everybody's eyes. His genuine, sincere integrity projects, because that's who he is. He believes it. And the values of this company continue today under the leadership of Greg Mon, and I've seen it firsthand. We're a vertically integrated company. Rex mentioned that they had a freeze. And when you hear Greg tell the story, he remembers the day that that call came. And he will express that Rex had such a strong desire to support people that he didn't even know. He wanted to make sure that he can ensure their well-being and their financial security. And so he began to fly all over the world and buy up as many aloe plantations as possible. To the point of today, we are a vertically integrated company. That means not only do we own the manufacturing and the distribution operations, but we also own where the physical aloe grows. The aloe plant, from the time the seed is planted in the ground, it is carefully nurtured to ensure that the thick green leaves grow very plump and strong. And then, at the right time of harvesting, we hand harvest every single leaf by hand. Then we transport it to our on-site processing station, and we hand fillet it, and it goes through a process of washing, not just once, but twice. And then it passes through several check stations. Now, I have to tell you, people told me, yeah, we run quality tests, we do manufacturing tests, we do processing checks. And I said, okay, well, let me see the file. The file was so large, it contained over 1 million different documents. And that was 1 year's worth of files. I couldn't believe it. Tests performed every single step of the way to make sure that the aloe that you drink is of the safest and highest quality. In fact, when we hand fillet it and wash it, it is processed literally within 6 hours to ensure that all of aloe's beneficial properties remain intact. We don't want to let one tiny bit of that delicious inner leaf gel go to waste. Then we take it through a process called aseptic, and this is a way where we're simply able to reduce the bad bacteria and not need preservatives, which makes our aloe, we never thought we could do it better than we've done it for the last 38, 39 years. And today, we have an aloe that has even more inner leaf aloe gel and now contains no preservatives. Yes, that's a big thing to cheer about. 8 million gallons of aloe vera pass through our facilities every year, and they're handled every week. Can you imagine how many gallons of aloe go through facilities every single week? And if you think about it, that's about 160,000 gallons, and each leaf is hand filleted and hand harvested. Think of all the tests required just to verify that one harvesting session. It is truly remarkable. Aloe Vera of America is a state-of-the-art facility. I'm always impressed to see Greg and Rex continually invest in the future of forever. That is very rare. To be presented with equipment that comes to millions of dollars and to hear them say, will it give our FBOs a better product? Will it give our FBOs a better life? If the answer is yes, they write the check. That's true integrity, and I've seen it in action. Our new aloe vera gel is specially processed in a packaging called Tetra Pak, which allows us to create a sterile product in a packaging material that is 100% recyclable. We care about the earth, and we try to give back as much as possible, and this Tetra Pak is a brand new way of doing just that. Final quality inspections are performed, and then our aloe are released for shipment to release or to provide all the goodness that's sealed inside. Now, we have regional distribution centers of Aloe Vera of America, Forever Direct in the Netherlands, and which supply Forever products all over the world. So we have multiple distribution centers. And we have a complex system of cutting-edge technology which ensures that our product that you order is carefully put together to provide the safest product. So once filled, each package is carefully reviewed for accuracy, for safety. All the tests are run on that very specific lot, and it makes sure that it arrives safely at your door. This is really our story from plant to product to you. It ensures that we control the cost and able to provide you the best aloe vera gel available in the world today. We control every step of the manufacturing process. We make sure that from the time the seeds are in the earth to the time it's in your hand, to the time it's in the glass, and to the time it's in the tummies of your children, that it is safe and effective, and that we know everything about it from the time of its birth. We are the aloe vera company. I've seen it firsthand. I've sat in meetings where companies that will help us create products, they'll bring us a raw ingredient and we'll say, okay, you need tests. We need to have these quality standards. And they'll say, you guys are outside quality, you're outside industry standard. Why would you ask for those tests? And we say, we ask for them because this is what we believe. Rex ensures that we have the highest integrity in our products and we have the highest quality, and this is what it requires to do business with us. And there are people that'll say, you're not an industry standard, we're sorry, we can't provide those tests. But I'm proud that we are above industry standard, that we don't settle for what most people will settle for, but that we go above and beyond to ensure that our products are safety tested and the highest quality every step of the way. So we recently launched our brand new aloe vera gel. And if you will walk through a journey with me, I want you to imagine that hand harvesting journey. You're gonna hand harvest, you're gonna take a big knife, very sharp knife, and you're gonna cut off that leaf, and you're gonna open up that leaf, and you're gonna see the pureness of aloe inner leaf gel. Drinking our gels is literally as if you are taking them from the plant itself. It is that pure, it is that fresh, and it's as close to the real thing as it possibly can get. Aloe vera has natural cleansing abilities. It's been studied for centuries for its benefits, and it helps with the digestive tract, but more importantly, it helps absorb nutrients from our foods. We live in a world today where we're stressed and we have a busy lifestyle and we're not always eating the right foods. And we're also planting a lot of vegetables that are not getting nutrients from the soil. And our bodies are doing the best they can. Aloe helps it make it do it better. So it helps our body absorb all of the good things that we're putting in our body and take it to the places our body can use it the most. It supports the immune system. We need strong immune systems. We're learning about new viruses, new bacteria, new harms and threats to the body. And our immune systems need to be supported, and aloe is the perfect companion to support the immune system. It also helps to support natural energy levels. If you're absorbing more of those nutrients, if your body's processing things in a more pure way, it's naturally going to give you more energy. So aloe is the perfect companion to support those natural energy levels. Our aloe vera is certified by the International Aloe Science Council for its potency and purity. This is a third-party certification. This is a company that ensures that we have a specific percentage of aloe, that it meets certain quality standards, and the IASC looks to Forever Living Products to continually rise to excellence in what they do, because we provide all the testing that they require and a whole lot more. Hand-harvested inner aloe leaf gel means that you get all of the good and none of the bad. No added preservatives, fresher tasting, more natural. It's literally like you have sliced open an aloe leaf and you're drinking it right from the leaf. Our new aloe vera gel contains 99.7% pure aloe vera gel. No added preservatives, sugar-free, rich in vitamin C. That's the antioxidant that really helps your body with that immune defense. It's gluten-free, and in this brand new process, we have significantly increased the levels, or been able to retain the levels of ace-mannan for our IASC certification. It has, in this new aseptic processing, it allows us to retain 300% more vitamins than we were able to before. 300% vitamin retention in this new processing. And the packaging is made of 100% recyclable materials. Now we've taken this new processing and we've gone across our drinks, and we've now created a new aloe berry nectar. When we were trying formulas, we kept getting them from the team at Aloe Vera of America, and we'd taste them, and Greg would swish it around, and Rex would swish it around. They'd say, it's not right. And then we'd get another batch, and they'd swish it around, and they'd say, no, we need to adjust this flavor. They were involved literally every step of the way, to the tune of 12 revisions of this product. They wanted to make sure it was the best tasting, purest, freshest natural product available today. So it contains 90.7% aloe vera gel, no added preservatives, rich in, again, that wonderful antioxidant vitamin C, gluten-free, and the formula is 100% juice. And then finally, we have our aloe peaches. This product contains 84.5% aloe vera gel, no added preservatives, again, rich in vitamin C, it's gluten-free, and the total formula is, again, 100% juice. These three products, to create these new methods of processing and to put them in this new packaging, required thousands and thousands of tests and countless hours. And I can tell you, Rex and Greg and Gary and Aiden and Garen and all the guys at home office, they sat in a room, Navaz, our scientific advisory board, they all sat there together to make sure that these products were the highest quality with the purest ingredients, and clinical tests that we could actually reference, that we could look at to ensure that when we say it's 99.7% aloe with over 300% more vitamin retention, that it was factually documented and that the product was as pure as we said it was. Aseptic manufacturing is a new processing method. Very complex. You walk into an aseptic manufacturing processing plant, and there are tubes literally running everywhere. You think, how on earth could somebody have built this? It's insanely complex. But it allows us to produce our drinks with no preservatives and helps us to improve the vitamin retention. Now, some of you may have noticed a different mouth feel. You might be missing some of that pulp, and it tastes different. And you'll think, oh, it just doesn't taste the same. Is there the same amount of vitamins? Is there the same amount of nutrition? And I can assure you, every bit of the nutrition that was in the previous formula is in this new formula and more. We actually, in order to process it through the aseptic system, we have to standardize or make the pulp size all the same. So when we make the pulp size all the same, it releases more of the benefits of that inner leaf aloe gel pulp into the formula, and then allows us to retain up to 300% more vitamin retention through this entire process. And this process is supported by Tetra Pak packaging, which allows us to have packaging made of 100% recyclable materials. Tetra Pak packaging is not something that's new, but it is revolutionary by way of how we handle our aloe vera and how aseptic manufacturing processing works. It is a process that requires thousands of tests, countless hours, and the most stringent attention to detail to make sure that when you receive that jug of aloe vera gel, that it is exactly as Rex intended it to be in its highest quality available. Aloe vera gel, I've got a new announcement. We're actually looking at putting it in a 330 ml, meaning you're gonna get a juice box size of aloe vera gel. Rex and Greg were so excited to be able to share this. So now, and it's so cute, it's this little tiny mini aloe gel. It contains 330, so you would drink 3 to equal a liter. We're looking at other options for the 1 liter, but we're going to be rolling this out starting next year, and we're hoping to have that sometime here next Q2 or Q3 here in Europe next year. So you're going to get a different size of aloe, and we're looking at this for many of the products, many of the other drinks. You know, everybody at home office is working very, very hard to ensure that your business is sustainable, to make sure that the product that you're representing, that you're talking to people about, that it backs you up, that when it goes from your hands to the hand of a customer or to a potential prospect or a new recruit, that when they drink the gel, it does exactly what it was supposed to do by the quality standards that Rexmon set 40 years ago. The power of aloe vera, just as nature intended. Thank you so much for your time.